I have wanted to buy one of these bouquets from this local flower farm for years, and I just bought one, and it's so incredible. But I also just realized that I have no idea how I'm gonna ride a bike with some flowers.
Okay.
Welcome to another day with the Knorps. Today I am doing something, well, let's back up. Back in 2014, Mike and I were living on some acreage in Washington State and knew that that was not where we wanted to stay long term, but we're just having a really hard time deciding what we wanted and where we wanted to go. And I think everybody's probably found themselves in that place before where you don't even know what goals to make because you don't even know what you want. And so we did this little exercise that Jack Canfield of like Chicken Soup for the Soul recommended. And he said, sit down for 15 minutes with like a yellow pad of, or whatever, bunch of paper, and have somebody say, what do you want for 15 minutes? And that you just write down everything you want. It could be like, I want to eat more ice cream, really, like anything. But eventually the answers will get better and better, and you'll discover some things. And so we did that exercise, and one of the things I wanted was I wanted to live somewhere where I lived close enough to town that I could ride my bike to a farmer's market. It was just a dream of mine to be able to buy local produce and interact with local farmers, and also just live close to town, because when we owned our acreage, we were so far from town and felt so isolated. It was fun to have the land, and we had animals and things, but I really longed to be close to town. Well, then we found the town we live in now, Davidson, and we found a place to live. And so we moved here, and I rode my bike to the farmer's market, and I got totally overwhelmed. And I don't know about you, but it is hard for me to shop there. But as I've been continuing to try to refine what I want out of life and have more food independence, a big part of that is buying local. I just want to figure out how to shop for groceries, for food at a farmer's market. We're gonna try and do it today. I'm gonna get back on that goal, that dream of mine. I wanna get it figured out. And so Mike and I, it's Saturday morning, and every Saturday our town has a farmer's market. Every Saturday, all year round. That's one of the things I love about it. We're all geared up, ready to go. We hooked a basket onto the bike, and we're going to do this thing. So if you have any tips on how you shop at farmers markets, I know that sounds silly because you're like, well, you shop at grocery stores all the time. It's the same thing. But I get like nervous with like the farmers right there. And like, it's different varieties. And I'm like, I don't know. So we'll see if we do any better today. I'm going to force myself because it's a dream of mine to do this. One of the things that makes it easier to ride your bike into town to the farmers market is all these electric bikes that we have now. And we have this one from HeyBike. It's their Explorer. And it's pretty rad because it has this
really huge
rack on the back. So I can take one of my cute wooden picnic baskets that can hold a bunch of groceries and bungee it onto the back. And then what's cool is I'll be able to just take this off, shop with it, and put it right back on the bike.
Yeah, that's a really big, that's a big rack back there. That's bigger than typical.
And what we also like about the HeyBike is how huge these tires are, because it makes the ride really smooth.
Yeah.
And you've got your shocks and everything on the bike, but these huge tires are super helpful. Pretty great that we can just hop on these and get into town and not be too sweaty when we're there because it was
it's
electric.
hot. It's
also awesome that it comes with a water bottle holder.
It also has the receiver for you can put a
basket
on the front as well.
Definitely might do that. But anyways, go check HeyBike out because every e-bike company is different and everything has their plus and minuses. We really like the smoothness of this one. And like we said, the like serious rack and those fat tires just makes for a really comfortable ride.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out.
We've arrived. If you're wondering, the bike has a key that you can unlock and take with you so that nobody can steal it, and also you can lock it up just like a normal bike.
Right. Ready to go.
All right, let's go.
That's it. Okay.
You definitely should get some flowers.
Okay. Flowers first? What do you think?
Flowers last.
Oh, okay.
Starts to fade, feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken, and take this weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken, and I'll let my mind be carried by the waves.
I have wanted to buy one of these bouquets from this local flower farm for years, and I just bought one, and it's so incredible. But I also just realized that I have no idea how I'm gonna ride a bike with some flowers. But man, check this out. What you
I
got
couldn't
there?
wait on the cream cheese Danish.
Local bakery, you know, you want to support local businesses.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, that's good.
All right, I bungeed them on. Beautiful produce, pastries, honey, sauces, flowers, soaps, meat, eggs, everything that you could need, even if you didn't have a grocery store. So we got loaded up. I'm happy with our purchases. I'll show you our haul when we get home. All right, back home with the bikes. One of the things that surprised me about the e-bikes is that we live fairly close to town, and so the kids are going into work less than a mile away, and town is less than a mile away, and all these little errands that we do. Sometimes the bikes are faster than the cars because they go up to 30 miles an hour. You can ride them there on the street with your helmet, and I mean, you can ride regular bikes too, but they go quickly, and you don't have to worry about getting in the car and finding parking and all of these things. And so we are using our bikes multiple times every day. So if you haven't checked out e-bikes yet, you really should. Mike, you should share more of the details about HeyBike so that for people who like those sorts of things.
Okay. All right, so here it is. Still got the basket on the back. We had to borrow one of the bungees for the flowers. Quick rundown on how this thing works. It's fairly simple, really. You charge it. The charging spot is right here. I'll show you that. Plug it in, pretty easy. When it's on, you got this cool little readout, which is right here on the front. Tells you how fast you're going. This is the little number that tells you how much of a assist you're getting on the pedaling. So the way these work is as you pedal, it will give you assistance, or if you just want it to be more like a little motorcycle, you have your throttle right here, which I'm not gonna pull on because it'll make it go, but this is just a twisty thing. I just twist it just a little bit, and that makes you go. And then you've still got the gear shifting if you're pedaling. Also has a cool light, little headlight in the front, which is pretty bright, really. And just hit this little switch, and then it's on, ready to go. Also, one thing I noticed is the rear, it looks blinky right now on the camera, but it's not actually blinking. But when you brake, it blinks, which is good, so people can see you and notice what you're doing. You've also got a nice little horn, pretty loud, really, so people can hear you coming. But you can adjust the level of assist you're getting. You just push down on this thing, and it adjusts down to 1 or 0. But why the heck would you go 0 if you got the option, right? Or up, you know, to whatever, up to 5. You've got your little trip meter there, so you know how far you've gone or whatever. And you got your little information button here, which kind of toggles through different different numbers. So here we go. See, pretty handy. You get your little battery readout. The range on these is 70 miles and has a capacity of 330 pounds. So pretty awesome. Like we said, you use the battery to obviously start or just to be able to turn it on and go. You can also remove this battery if you want to charge it not on the bike, or it's another, I guess, safety precaution if you want to remove it so that no one takes off with it. It does come with the cool little water bottle holder. It does have the option to add a basket on the front. It does have also the front suspension, which is nice, so it makes for a little bit softer ride. And then just the big tires in general make it smooth riding down the road. And then this rear rack is pretty big. You can also attach an actual basket that's made for it. We just don't have that. Yeah, pretty awesome. Comes with all the guards over the wheels, so you're not getting water or mud on yourself if you happen to be biking in inclement weather. And disc brakes on front and back, so that's pretty sweet. See that? Pretty neat. What's also cool is you just order online and they ship you the bike. Comes in a big box and it's not too difficult to put together. There's a good instruction manual, pretty easy to order and comes pretty quickly. So we'll have a link in the description below to the website if you want to go check out HeyBike. They have different options. This is one of many options they have on the website. They have some that fold in half, some that are more like mountain bikes, all that kind of stuff. So different options depending on your situation, but we love it, and it's been a pretty smooth ride and pretty enjoyable to ride around town.
Beautiful flowers. I've wanted to get one from them for so long, and the craziest part is these arrangements are only $20, and they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flowers and colors. Okay, I thought I would show you our haul. The basket worked like a champ on the bike.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So I did go crazy because I didn't want to overwhelm myself, but we got some red leaf lettuce because we eat a lot of greens here. We got local peaches. Oh,
Whoa, there's a lot in there.
Delicious.
Those look good.
Mike got some pastries.
That's the best part.
We got some raw honey. And then I got from a local farm 2 things of beef, hot Italian sausage, and some pork breakfast sausage that I will be using in a morning routine I'm gonna do next week. I've been making breakfast for the family for the last couple months and really enjoyed that. So come back and see how I cook that for breakfast. But it seemed bigger when we were there, but we already have tomatoes from our own garden, and I didn't want to overwhelm myself or the basket. So pretty good haul though. Really, everything you need was there. All the food, except for maybe your grains. But of course we have to put our produce in a cute bowl that we keep on the counter.
You can't just have that in a bag.
No.
Oh man, I want to eat one of those peaches. Those look pretty good.
No, peaches are the best, especially local peaches. They don't have to pick them so early. But.
So what'd you think, Megan? Was it all you dreamed of as far as riding in and shopping?
Yes, the riding in felt very dreamy. Everybody was really nice there, all the local farmers and producers. I mean, it's still a little stressful because you feel like everybody else knows what they're doing, but you don't. But I guess the only way to overcome that is to just go more often. The flowers I've always wanted to get. That was easy to choose because I've looked at them when I've gone before. But today was the first time I really tried to shop at the farmer's market. So I'm happy about it.
That's it.
I mean, really, it was a dream. And so if any of you have tips of how you make it a little less overwhelming, I guess probably as you go it becomes less overwhelming, because when you go very rarely, like me, then you don't really know what they offer, and so you're just kind of looking at it all. But when you go each week, you start to know. I bet you start to plan menus in your mind, and then oh, okay, well, I'll get that at the farmer's market instead of the grocery store this week. I'm really excited to try the local meat because, you know, as there's like weird shortages and prices are all over the place, I wanted to have like a local farmer that I could connect with to buy like larger amounts because they sell out quickly at the farmer's market. They can only bring so much, but like for our family, you could go and buy like a whole half cow or something like that.
Right. And
so I didn't even know where to start. And if you Google it, there's like a million things, but if you can establish a relationship and taste and know it's good stuff, that's something I wanted to do for the future. So yeah. I'm really happy. It was fun. Wasn't too hot.
It helps, yeah. Not having to actually pedal the bike there makes it less hot.
Yeah.
So you didn't show up all sweaty.
I love the e-bikes. And the HeyBike was really smooth and comfortable and just like the right handlebar height and all of that stuff. So it was great. So thanks HeyBike for sending that along and letting us try it out. Next time maybe I get more greens because now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is like one small salad for the family. We go through a lot of greens around here and I'm going to be growing some in the fall, or starting to grow some now, but probably get more greens. They were totally reasonably priced. I'm excited to try the honey, but otherwise, thanks for coming along. Hope that you're doing well. If you haven't gone to a local farmer's market, maybe try it out, or a CSA, or...
What's a CSA?
It's like where you join like a farmer's, like you just get a box each week from a farm, or whatever they produce that week, you get a share.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I wanted to do that too. So this is a good place to start and get to see the farmers and get to know their produce, and then maybe see if they have the CSA opportunities. So, and I kind of liked cooking that way because they just give me what they had, and then I learned about different vegetables. It's kind of like thrifting. It's like, well, this is what you got. What are you going to make of it?
Yeah.
So anyways, we may do that eventually too, but for today, dream fulfilled. Check. Thanks for coming along, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and head over to northandsouth.com.
And check out the link in the description for HeyBike.
Yeah, totally. Bye.
Bye. So one more quick thing about HeyBike. They're going to be at the Electrify Expo in New York this August. If you'd like to go take a test drive in person, that's going to be on August 27th through 28th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Nassau Coliseum Center. They're going to be in booth number 407, and that's at 1255 Hempstead Turnpike, Uniondale, New York. If you show up and decide to get one, you can get a $30 discount code and a free saddlebag. So go check them out.